Cheers from France. And it looks like we are ready to go on Sonic R, so I'll now hand it over to Keverage.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm Keverage, and this is Pear Strike. And we got Rouge over here on the couch,
Our
too.
girl.
All right, so do you want to count down for me? All right.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Thanks out there.
All right, you guys might remember this as your favorite childhood game. I know I do, that's for sure.
Kev is going to focus because he has to get a lot of items and collectibles here, so I'm going to explain this first part. This is Resort Island, everyone's most memorable level here, and this is also 100%. Can you see this loop? We had to get the rings on the loop, so the rings, we're going to be using the rings to open doors and things. There's also the collectibles, which are the Sonic coins. We have to get 5 Sonic coins to unlock a character that we race after this. And then there's also Chaos Emeralds. There's 1 per this level, 2 for all the other ones, except for the last one. So yeah, that's basically 100%. And this category is so cool because you go through it first, getting all the collectibles. So you get like 1 style of racing game there. And then you have to go back through it and, just beat the level as fast as possible when you're doing the race to unlock the character. So it's really neat.
So you see, I kind of just got some bad luck there. There's those emblems, and they could give you...
Heck yeah.
So those emblems could give you a few different things. They could either give you rings, whether it's 5, 10, or 20, or they could give you a few different types of shields or speed shoes. And ideally, we want to get 20 rings every time, but that never happens. So I just got some bad luck there, and I had to go back and get more rings because of that, but it only wasted a few seconds, so it's not really a big deal.
And just having more rings in general makes you go faster. So rings are just good all together.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more probably in the next level.
Yep.
But yeah, this is the first challenge race. So the way the game works, as Paul was talking about earlier, is that after each of the first 4 races, you have to collect the 5 Sonic coins in each level. And those unlock these challenge races where you unlock a character.
Nice. Good cutscene skip.
So what I did right there was a cutscene skip. So basically, when you finish those challenge races, a little cutscene plays. It's about like 8, 9 seconds long, and it's just like you celebrating that you won the race. But if you hold pause after you pass the finish line, the menu will come up, and you could just exit the race and skip the cutscene. So we do that for each of the first, the 4 challenge races that we have. That saves like over 30 seconds throughout the course of the run.
So why do we use Knuckles? Well.
So Knuckles, really the 2 best characters in the game besides Super Sonic, of course, are Knuckles and Metal Sonic. You would think Sonic would be better than Knuckles, and he is a little faster top speed-wise, but his turning is really awful, and Knuckles has, he could turn a lot tighter and drift some more, and that's a lot faster, so we opt to use Knuckles over Sonic. I could talk about rings now, too, because it comes into play here. So there's like 3 purposes for rings. The first, as you saw on that last lap, there's zippers in each level, and when you take the zipper, it brings you like further down the level and whatnot. And if you have 50 or more rings, it'll bring you the farthest it possibly could. And if you have like, let's say 25, it'll only bring you halfway along that path. So you want to have as many rings as possible going into that, or at least 50, because it's definitely a lot faster taking the zipper. The second reason, which is coming up right now, is there's these ring gates, which you saw also on Resort Island. And you see that was a 50 ring gate, so I had to spend 50 rings to get in here. But all of these ring gates either have like Sonic coins or Chaos Emeralds behind them, so since we have to collect them, we have to open those gates to get all the items.
What time was that?
141.
Oh, okay.
So now we have probably the most popular character in this game. We have Tails Doll here. This is probably the only race in the game that's not just a race. This is also a chase scene. Tails Doll is coming after you. You kind of have to... If you finish after him, he just, you know, whatever the lore says, he takes your soul or something.
Sends you to the Shadow Realm.
Sends you to the Shadow Realm.
You know,
That's
whatever.
what he does. So we don't want to lose to Tails Doll, but he's also the slowest character in the game, so it should be easy peasy to beat him. You could probably read a couple of donations now.
We have $75 from Mahraj. Pretty sure my girlfriend loves Sonic more than she loves me. We have $30.85 from Sebastian P. I'm at work until the end of the setup block. Give me Big the Cat. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
And a quick update on Big the Cat, or Sonic Adventure DX, as it's known in the tracker. We are past $17,000, so we still have quite a ways to go and not a lot of time to do it. In fact, you've got probably about an hour, so definitely get those donations in if you want more Sonic.
Let's go. You guys want to see that Big the Cat run. It's a
Yeah.
good run.
You know you want Big the Cat.
Who doesn't want Big the Cat? All right, so we're going to stick with Knuckles here, and we're going to the third track, which is Regal Rune. I would say, in this run at least, the first race in Resort Island is probably like the toughest, but I would say this course is probably the most technical overall. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, you'll notice that every level there's snow. It's snowing in all the levels, so we purposely make the settings so that it always snows, because that part that I was just running over just now is really water, but if you play with the snow setting on, it all becomes ice and allows you to run over it. Because if you had it as like not snow and it was just regular water, you would sink into the water, and that's obviously not good.
Yeah, even though this might look like we're always out of bounds, we haven't broken out of bounds yet.
We haven't broken out of bounds yet. This
Yeah.
isn't no out of bounds run, but I might go out of bounds unintentionally because
This happens
this
sometimes.
is Sonic R.
Yeah. It can happen in every level, but it's very prevalent. It's most likely to happen in a Radiant Emerald.
Yeah, which is the last level.
Yeah.
It's happened to me on this level. It's happened to me on basically every level.
Yeah.
I've lost runs to it before. And something you'll notice there on that last Chaos Emerald, you probably didn't even see me get it. That last ring door I opened before that one the first one I opened. There's like a little pyramid shape that opens up, but you don't need to wait for it to open. You could kind of just go through the wall and get the emeralds beforehand, so we do that. So it's a little cool, saves a little time.
Nice.
So I was talking earlier about those zippers and how having like 50 rings on those zippers is really fast and helpful. This is the only time where we don't want 50 rings on the zippers, and you'll see why in a second. So ideally we want 15 or 16.
Nice.
So when you have 15 or 16 rings, it leaves you at the perfect spot where you could turn and like really tightly around those pillars right there. Because if you have 50 rings, you have to go around that whole bend, and this is faster this way. So we purposely try to get a certain number of rings. So, I mean, you could do it with either 15 or 16. I prefer 15. Some people, I think Paul prefers 16 rings there.
I do, because it's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice, because I already have 15 rings, so I could do
Nice.
something slightly faster here.
Oh, this is a really cool strat.
Go over here and drift on here. We haven't even spoke about drifting that
We always
much.
forget about the drifting.
Yeah, we always forget about the drifting.
Nice. Okay. We'll talk about drifting in a second.
We'll talk about it.
It's really good.
So you'll notice I'm drifting around a lot. Like I'll purposely like run against walls and everything. And drifting in this game is like a lot faster than regular running in a straight line. So we might even go out of our way sometimes, like you might have saw on Resort Island toward the end of each lap, just to bounce off a wall just to go into a drift because it's faster. All right, so this is the first time I'm using Metal Sonic. Like I think I mentioned earlier, Knuckles and Metal Sonic are pretty similar. I mean, they have different attributes, but speed-wise, they're close to the same. So you could use either or. I think Metal Sonic is a little better on this level, and Knuckles is better on the last 2 levels.
Don't forget that first emblem.
Oh, I forgot to get this coin.
Yeah.
Kind of need that.
That's all good.
This level really takes you out of the way to go get stuff. Like,
Yeah.
that's a really weird path. Oh, and there's no wall here. You're supposed to go, like, forward and go on the loop right there, but you could just, like, go to the right of the ramp and skip a little portion of the track.
Each lap is like so different with the path you have to take.
Yeah.
That's why I like. Is this your favorite level?
Probably Regal Rune is my favorite,
Oh, okay.
I'd say. So the 2 Chaos Emeralds on this level, as you'll see, they're the only Chaos Emeralds in the game that aren't stationary. So they get shot out of, like, I don't know if it's a cannon or something this one is. The other one comes out of a yellow submarine, you'll see.
Nice.
So you have to make sure you get it. And, oh, Tails Doll's just running into a wall there. No big deal. Just got to time this well.
Great.
There we go.
Yeah, those could be a real pain if you miss them because, you know, this game has pretty tight controls, as most people
Believe
know.
it or not, yeah.
But if you have to turn around, it's really, really slow.
Yeah, look at how fast turning is. It's really
Yeah.
bad. So yeah, if you miss something and you have to go back, you're losing like 5 seconds. It's awful. So this right here, Metal Knuckles, is the last challenge race actually in the game because there is no challenge race for Radiant Emeralds. So, I mean, now we just go, you could see like the regular optimal path that I think I took on the first lap of that last race. I got some good RNG there.
Nice.
So I'm going to skip the zipper on lap 1, which I also did on Radical City because sometimes, like, if you want to, since rings make you go faster, I don't think I mentioned that. The third reason you want rings is because the more rings you have, the faster you go. And if you use the rings on the zipper on lap 1, you go slower, like, subsequently because you have less rings. So I usually skip the zipper on lap 1 so that I could go a little faster and accumulate a lot of rings.
It's a lot of things to explain. Sonic R is very deep.
It's a complex game. You guys have no idea.
Yeah, you don't understand.
You could probably read like another few donations now also.
We have $40 from Cabs. I hope my donation makes a big impact. We have $75 from Porcupine Guy. Amazing job again this year, guys. Go big or go home.
Nice. You got all the cutscene skips.
Yeah, I did. I missed the cutscene skip in practice, and it's really easy to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could actually do it so fast that you don't unlock the character if you do it like frame perfect or something, and I've lost runs to that, which is really silly, but it happens. So now we got all the Chaos Emeralds, so who do we get when we have all the Chaos Emeralds? Supersonic Racing. We get Supersonic. And we're playing on Rainbow Road, yeah. I mean, obviously Mario Kart stole this idea. This came first, right? Of course.
Yeah. In my heart.
So this track is just basically going really fast and getting a lot of rings and whatnot. We are nearly out of time. The race is almost over.
Yeah, the run's almost over.
The run's almost over. So you're going to see a lot of drifting here. And I need a lot of rings because there's a ring gate that I have to open and a zipper within there.
Yeah, we need a lot of rings, and it's like that zipper is one of the big things that you can mess up. But
Yeah. Come on, guys. We're Supersonic Racing. Let's hear it.
yeah, let's hear it.
Let's go.
Let's work it out.
Let's work it out.
Nice. You got the
I hope
first
everyone
zipper.
in chat is spamming everybody Supersonic Racing right now.
Yeah.
That's how you do it on this level.
Everybody.
One thing I'll mention real quick before the chorus again. this rate there, we didn't unlock Eggman, but we unlock him here.
Yeah.
So that's how you unlock all the characters.
It's like we save Eggman.
We save Eggman
It's like
with
the
this
Princess
race.
Peach
Yeah.
of this game.
All right, so I gotta get ready on time.
Yeah, it's
Time is
coming
when I
up.
cross the finish line. I'm trying to find like the thing. And time.
Where's your time card? Oh man,
That was a
pretty
good run,
dude.
That was a good run, right
That's
there.
awesome.
I'm very happy with that. That was a good last race.
Yeah, that was really good.
Woo! I got
Yeah,
a
that was
standing
super good.
ovation.
Oh my god. And it's all because the audience giving us their singing
Yeah.
power too.
You guys were amazing singers.
Yeah.
Incredible. All right, we got to hear a little bit of the credit song too.
The
If
best,
you got-
the best one.
the best song in the game. You guys could sing this too if you know it. This
Yeah.
song is #1. So yeah, just a few quick shout outs real quick. I want to give a quick shout out to some of the people in the community, Prismatic Black, Cinna, Paul over here, Burton. Burton actually ran this game at AGDQ 2014. If you guys haven't seen that run, definitely check it out. There's Daly. He's like my biggest competitor in this game, and he's helped really push this game very far. And last but not least, my boy Etch. We go way back to our Mario Kart DS days, and he's like an IL runner, and he does a lot of out-of-bounds stuff, and he's incredible at it. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you
Awesome.
guys.
Great job.